Have you ever felt that something profound is shifting in the world? Perhaps a subtle, almost imperceptible feeling, yet undeniable, as if the universe itself is whispering to your heart. We are living in extraordinary times, where the winds of transformation are blowing in all directions. This is a moment of transition, a call for those brave enough to listen. There is an ancient saying, great souls find their purpose in the most challenging times, and perhaps, just perhaps, you are one of these souls. Today's topic is not merely about external changes in the world, but about the silent revolution that begins within each of us. It is a journey that connects the deepest parts of your soul with the transformations we witness around us. Think about this. What if you, exactly as you are now, were destined to play a unique role in this moment of transition? What would you do differently? How would you respond to the call of something greater? Let us explore this reflection together. After all, when eras collide, that is when the chosen ones emerge. We are standing on the threshold of monumental change. What once seemed solid and unquestionable, systems, beliefs, ways of living, is disintegrating before our eyes. It's no coincidence that many people are feeling the weight of chaos. This is not merely a collapse. It is the herald of something new, the birth of an era that is more conscious, more connected, and more aligned with the essence of who we truly are. The old world, built on pillars of separation, fear, and materialism, is giving way to something greater. Do you notice how systems based on unrestrained competition are failing? How structures designed to divide are now imploding under the weight of their own dissonance? This is the end of a cycle, and like any ending, it brings pain, uncertainty, and challenges, but also infinite possibilities. Visionary thinkers like Carl Jung foresaw this moment. Jung believed that for a new order to emerge, the collective unconscious must confront its shadow, integrating what has been repressed for so long. Similarly, Teilhard de Chardin spoke of the Omega Point, an evolutionary convergence where humanity awakens to a higher consciousness of unity. We are living this now, not as a distant ideal but as a tangible reality that begins within each of us. This new era is marked by a profound paradigm shift. Instead of seeking power over others, we are seeking inner power. Instead of living in the isolation of me versus them, we are discovering the interconnectedness of us. We are learning to harmonize progress with sustainability, reason with intuition, and individuality with community. This movement invites us to look within and rediscover what it truly means to be human. What's most fascinating is that this transformation will not happen automatically. It depends on choices, your choices. Every day, with every small decision, you contribute to the collapse of the old or the rise of the new. Think about it. What are you choosing today? How are your actions, thoughts, and feelings shaping the world of tomorrow? The new era challenges us to reimagine everything: our relationships, economies, and connection with nature. It calls us to set aside old narratives of scarcity and fear and embrace a new story, a story of abundance, purpose, and unconditional love. Do you feel this call? Because it's not just an idea, it's a living force pulsing within you, waiting to be recognized. There are moments in life when something within you awakens. It's not a loud or dramatic call, but a deep feeling, as if a forgotten part of your soul is beginning to remember something ancient and essential. This is the awakening of the chosen ones, a process both mysterious and transformative, starting with restlessness and evolving into a journey of purpose. But who are the chosen ones? The question may sound imposing, even intimidating, but the truth is, the chosen ones are not special beings predestined in exclusivity. They are simply those who hear and respond to the inner call. And perhaps, as you hear these words, you realize you are part of this group. The chosen ones are not defined by a belief, culture, or social position, but by an inner willingness to transform, a desire to align their actions with something greater. This awakening is not easy. It often begins with discomfort. You feel that the things that once made sense now seem empty or out of place. Daily conversations, the patterns you followed without question, all start to feel superficial. This discomfort, while unsettling, is the seed of transformation. It leads you to question, to seek, and eventually to find a new path. In the journey of awakening, many people go through a phase of doubt. Why me? Who am I to do something so important? These thoughts are common and understandable. However, it's essential to understand that the call is not about perfection. It is about authenticity. The chosen ones are not those with all the answers, but those who have the courage to ask the right questions and act from their truths. As you embrace the awakening, a new clarity begins to emerge. You realize that life is not just about meeting external expectations but about discovering and living your personal mission. This process is unique to each person. For some, it may take the form of creating, teaching, or healing. For others, it may be an inner work of healing and self-understanding that radiates light to the world around them. No matter the path, the common thread is this: you feel that you are living in alignment with something that transcends the ego and the limitations of the material world. There is also a crucial moment in this awakening: the acceptance that your journey doesn't have to be solitary. While the path of the chosen one is deeply individual, it is also a web of connections. There are others like you, searching, learning, growing. Finding this community of awakened souls is like reuniting with a long-lost family, and together, you become beacons of transformation in a world that so desperately needs light. So look within and ask yourself, do you feel this call? If the answer is yes, know that you have already begun the journey. Awakening is just the beginning. From here, your mission will reveal itself step by step as you listen to and trust your heart. When the chosen ones awaken to their mission, they encounter a profound responsibility: to sustain transformation within themselves and in the world around them. Each chosen one carries a unique expression of this responsibility, but three philosophical roles stand out in the collective journey: the visionaries of unity, the guardians of the future, and the spiritual healers. Together, these roles form the foundation for building the new era. The visionaries of unity are those who hold the vision of an integrated world, even amidst chaos. They see beyond the superficial divisions that fragment society and find deep connections where others see separation. No matter the darkness surrounding them, visionaries carry within them an unquenchable flame of hope. Think about it. While many focus on failure and fear, the visionaries of unity focus on possibilities. They are like gardeners who see the potential for growth even in the most barren soil. In a world that often divides us into us versus them, these chosen ones remind us that we are all part of a greater whole. Through their words, actions, and presence, they invite others to unite around universal values such as compassion, respect, and collaboration. While the visionaries of unity look at the bigger picture, the guardians of the future protect the values that connect us to our human essence. They act as anchors in times of storms, reminding the world of what truly matters. These are the chosen ones who, amid the destruction of old structures, preserve the seeds of a new beginning. The guardians of the future are vigilant about the choices made today, understanding that every decision impacts future generations. Whether fighting for social justice, protecting the environment, or defending human dignity, they work to ensure the foundations of the new era are solid. Their courage inspires others to act with integrity and believe that even the smallest gestures can create significant impact. While visionaries and guardians operate in more external dimensions, spiritual healers delve into the realm of emotions and the soul. They understand that to build something new, we must first heal the deep wounds, both individual and collective, that we carry. Spiritual healers work in the most vulnerable places, helping people reconnect with their inner light. Through kind words, compassionate presence, or spiritual practices, they transform pain into learning, anger into compassion, and fear into courage. These chosen ones are unafraid to confront the shadows, knowing that true healing happens there. These roles are neither static nor exclusive. Often you may find elements of each within yourself. At times, you will be called to be a visionary, imagining possibilities where others see barriers. At other moments, you'll be a guardian, steadfast in protecting what is sacred and essential. And still, at other times, you will be a healer, offering your energy to soothe the world's pain. The beauty of it all is that these roles are not burdens but privileges. Being chosen is an opportunity to serve and create with purpose, and every time you act in alignment with your mission, you contribute to weaving a brighter future. On the path of the chosen, the tools they carry are just as important as the calling they answer. These tools are not weapons or external objects but practices, virtues, and wisdom that strengthen the heart and sharpen the mind. They not only assist along the way but also make it possible to lead with truth, courage, and purpose in a world filled with uncertainty. Meditation is the spiritual anchor of the chosen. In a world that constantly demands our attention and energy, finding moments of stillness is essential. Through meditation, you reconnect with your inner self, that space of peace where the deepest answers reside. When you quiet your mind and listen, you discover an inexhaustible source of wisdom. It's in this state of calm that creative solutions emerge, fears dissolve and clarity arises. For the chosen, meditation is not just a practice, it's a refuge, a compass, and fuel for the journey ahead. Unlike meditation, which requires silence, contemplation invites active reflection. It is the act of questioning, exploring ideas, and seeking to understand yourself and the world on a deeper level. Why am I here? What does it mean to live with purpose? How can I be a force for good? These questions guide the chosen like stars in the sky. Contemplation doesn't demand quick answers. Often, its power lies in the journey of questioning itself. It opens doors to unexpected insights and helps align thoughts and actions with higher values. The path of the chosen is not without challenges. You will face resistance, doubt, and, at times, exhaustion. That's why emotional resilience is an essential tool. It is the ability to rise after setbacks, learn from mistakes, and keep the flame alive even in the darkest moments. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring pain or suppressing feelings. On the contrary, it is the ability to embrace emotions, process them, and move forward with a renewed heart. When you practice resilience, every challenge becomes a lesson, and every obstacle an opportunity for growth. The chosen don't lead merely with words but with the energy they radiate. Being present in the moment, truly present, is one of the most powerful tools you can develop. Conscious presence conveys peace, safety, and authenticity to those around you. When you are present, every action, no matter how small, becomes meaningful. The simple act of listening attentively, offering a smile, or expressing gratitude can transform lives. It is in conscious presence that the chosen become beacons of light in a world full of distractions. For many of the chosen, nature is a silent teacher. In the simplicity of a sunset, the sound of wind through the trees, or the vastness of the ocean, we find a reminder that we are part of something greater. Spending time in nature not only renews the body and mind but also strengthens our connection to the whole. When you allow yourself to commune with the natural world, you rediscover the balance, harmony, and beauty that already exist within you. Finally, the tools of the chosen are not just for illuminating their own path but for creating impact. It is in intentional action that wisdom becomes transformation. Whether through small daily gestures or large initiatives, what matters is acting with purpose and authenticity. Remember, it's not about doing everything but about doing what resonates with your mission. Every act aligned with your truth is like a stone cast into a lake. Its ripples expand, touching lives and inspiring changes you may never see but that are real and lasting. These tools are not privileges for a select few but gifts available to all who open themselves to using them. The more you practice, the stronger you become, and the more prepared you will be to face challenges and fulfill your mission with grace and courage. Being chosen is a blessing, but it is also a responsibility filled with challenges. The journey to lead a transformation, both internal and external, is rich in learning but demands courage, resilience, and a deep connection to your essence. For many, the greatest lessons arise in the most difficult moments when shadows appear and test the strength of the light. There are three main challenges the chosen often face: resistance to change, balancing the spiritual and the practical, and spiritual burnout. Each carries precious lessons like keys to unlocking the wisdom within you. Change always generates resistance. When you begin to awaken, you may notice that the world around you isn't always ready to follow suit. Often, those close to you, even unconsciously, will try to pull you back into the comfort zone. Critical comments, skeptical looks, or even silence can be forms of resistance to what you are becoming. Internally, resistance also arises. Parts of you still cling to the familiar, the safe. It's normal to feel fear of the unknown or question whether the new path is truly worth it. This inner conflict is part of the process, and facing it is an act of courage. The lesson here is patience, with others and with yourself. Just as you can't force a flower to bloom, you also can't rush the pace of awakening. Allow the seeds of the new to grow in their own time, and trust that your authenticity will be the beacon guiding those ready to follow the same path. Another major challenge is balancing the spiritual calling with the practical demands of daily life. How do you stay connected to your essence while working, paying bills, or managing family responsibilities? For many chosen ones, there's a feeling of division, as if living two separate lives. However, true mastery lies in integrating these dimensions. It's not about abandoning one to live the other but about finding harmony. Remember that the simplest tasks can become sacred when done with intention and presence. Cooking, working, caring for someone, all of these can be expressions of your purpose. The lesson is that spirituality isn't reserved for specific moments of meditation or reflection. It is a living force that can permeate every aspect of your existence. The more you live aligned with your values, the more natural this integration becomes. The journey of the chosen can be exhausting. The dedication to transformation, the constant facing of challenges, and the emotional depth of the process can lead to what we call spiritual burnout. It's that feeling of being empty, without energy, as if the flame has gone out. If this happens, know that you're not alone. Even the most resilient souls need rest and renewal. There's no shame in pausing, stepping back for a time to care for yourself. In fact, this is an act of wisdom. The lesson here is that you cannot serve the world if you are disconnected from your own source of energy. Prioritize self-care. Dedicate time to practices that nurture you, from moments of silence to connections with inspiring people. Above all, remember that you don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. Trusting other chosen ones and supportive communities can be a powerful balm. Challenges are not obstacles meant to block your progress but portals to growth. Each difficulty faced, each lesson learned, strengthens your ability to lead, heal, and inspire. It's like the fire that purifies gold, revealing its purest shine. Embrace these moments as opportunities to deepen your journey. By doing so, you will see that the greatest challenges bring the greatest transformations. And when you look back, you'll realize that these very moments shaped your strength and light. Although the journey of the chosen often feels solitary, its true strength lies in the collective impact it can create. Every small act of courage, every conscious choice, every moment of alignment with your essence becomes a stone cast into a lake, creating ripples that reach unimaginable places. The chosen not only transform themselves but also catalyze change in the world around them. Have you ever stopped to think about how a single action can trigger a much larger chain of events? It's easy to underestimate the power of simple gestures. An empathetic conversation, a sustainable choice, a local initiative, these seemingly small acts carry the potential to inspire others to take action. The secret lies in intention. When you act with purpose and authenticity, your energy radiates outward, touching people you may never meet. Imagine a farmer who decides to cultivate sustainably in their small community. At first, it's just one different field, but over time, their practice inspires other farmers, transforms the local market, and raises awareness far beyond their town. The collective impact of the chosen works this way. Each one does their part, and the effect amplifies as these actions connect in an invisible web of transformation. It's a powerful reminder that no action is insignificant when done with love and intention. As much as each chosen one has a unique role, true magic happens in unity. The strength of a community of awakened souls is unmatched. Together, they can share wisdom, exchange experiences, support each other through challenges, and amplify their impact on the world. Think about how social and spiritual movements arise. They often begin with a small spark, an idea, a leader, or a dedicated group. Over time, this initial flame draws others in, until transformation becomes inevitable. This is the power of community. It gives the chosen the courage to persist and the inspiration to dream even bigger. Connecting to a community doesn't mean giving up your individuality, it strengthens it. It's like a mosaic where each unique piece contributes to a greater, more beautiful whole. When you join with other chosen ones, you realize you don't have to carry the burden alone. Instead, you can celebrate the shared journey and co-create solutions that benefit everyone. The fruits of collective impact aren't always immediate. Often, the seeds planted by the chosen take years, decades, or even generations to bloom. But the important thing isn't immediate recognition. It's the certainty that your actions are contributing to something greater, something that transcends the present moment. Remember, the great changes in history were built upon the foundations laid by people who rarely saw the final results of their efforts. Whether in art, science, spirituality, or social movements, these visionaries knew they were building for the future. You are part of this lineage. By acting locally but thinking globally, you become a bridge between the present and the future. And as more chosen ones awaken, these changes manifest more rapidly, creating a wave of transformation no old system can contain. Imagine the world as a vast network of interconnected lights. Each chosen one is one of these lights, radiating their energy to others. When you light your flame, you not only illuminate your own path but also help those around you see theirs. This invisible network grows stronger every day. By being part of it, you not only connect with other chosen ones but also contribute to the elevation of collective consciousness. Together, you are creating an energetic field so powerful that, eventually, it will become impossible to ignore. Picture a world where divisions disappear, where harmony between humanity and nature becomes a tangible reality. This is the dream of the new era of spiritual consciousness, a time when humanity awakens to its highest potential. It's a future not rooted in unchecked competition or fear but in cooperation, love, and collective wisdom. This new era isn't just an idealized utopia, it's a concrete possibility already manifesting in small yet powerful transformations around us. Have you noticed the growing number of people seeking a life aligned with purpose? Communities choosing the path of sustainability, businesses prioritizing positive impact, and individuals dedicating themselves to healing and self-discovery. These are the seeds of a new world. In the new era, the relationship with nature shifts from exploitation to partnership. Humanity remembers that it is not the owner of Earth but its guardian. Imagine cities integrated with ecosystems, where technology regenerates rather than destroys natural resources. Think of communities where water is sacred, forests are respected, and the soil is treated as a source of life. Harmony with nature isn't just an environmental ideal, it's a spiritual necessity. When we live in tune with the natural world, we rediscover our own essence. After all, we are not separate from Earth. We are an extension of it. By honoring nature, we also honor the divine within ourselves. Another hallmark of this new era is the creation of fairer, more inclusive systems. The economy shifts from a relentless pursuit of profit at any cost to a tool for promoting collective well-being. Education, healthcare, housing, all these begin to be seen as inalienable rights, not privileges. Imagine a world where unbridled competition is replaced by collaboration, where leaders serve the greater good rather than individual interests. This is the future the chosen are helping to build. A future where every person, regardless of where they were born or who they are, has the opportunity to flourish. Perhaps the most profound change of the new era is the awakening of a collective consciousness of unity. In this new paradigm, people no longer see themselves as isolated individuals but as parts of a greater whole. Separation between races, nations, religions begins to fade as we understand that our differences are, in fact, our riches. This collective consciousness doesn't mean uniformity but a celebration of diversity. Each person brings a unique gift, and it's in the sum of these differences that we find strength. This transformation begins in the heart and reflects in all dimensions of life, in relationships, communities, and eventually on a global scale. You, as a chosen one, play a fundamental role in this process. The new era doesn't happen by magic. It is built, brick by the hands and hearts of people like you. Every conscious choice, every act of courage, every moment of presence is a step in this direction. And the most powerful part of it all? You are not alone. Millions of other souls are awakening, answering the call, and joining this journey. Every day this network grows, becoming an unstoppable force. The new era of spiritual consciousness is not a distant destination. It has already begun, within you and all around you. It is up to each of us to keep this flame alive, to maintain the vision of a more loving, just, and connected world. Together we can make this vision a reality. Everything we've shared here, from challenges to tools, from individual awakening to collective impact, points to a simple yet profound truth. You are an essential part of this great transformation. There is no doubt the world is changing, and the question that remains is, how will you choose to respond to this change? You've already felt the call. It doesn't come with announcements or applause but as a subtle voice in the depths of your heart, inviting you to be more than an observer, to become a co-creator. Awakening is not a one-time event but an ongoing process. Each day, each choice, you have the opportunity to live aligned with your truth, to be a light in uncertain times, and to act as a bridge between the world that is fading and the one being born. There is no single path. Your journey may be quiet, impacting those closest to you, or it may be grand, leading initiatives that reach thousands. Either way, remember, it is not the scale of your actions that matters but the intention behind them. When you act from the heart, even the smallest gesture has the power to transform. Take a moment to reflect on this. The world needs you, your courage, your compassion, your authenticity. Not because you are perfect but because you are willing to walk, learn, and grow. In doing so, you inspire others to do the same. Your journey becomes part of something much greater, a global movement toward unity, love, and consciousness. So here's the final invitation. Recognize yourself as chosen. Not for special privilege, but because you have decided to answer the call. Allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to make mistakes, learn, and continue. Above all, allow yourself to believe that your role, no matter how small it may seem, is irreplaceable in the web of life. Now, I ask you to carry this message forward. If this journey resonated with your heart, share it. Speak to others, inspire them to awaken and connect with their own journeys. Together, we can create a wave of transformation that crosses borders and generations. And finally, a symbolic yet powerful gesture. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those who may benefit from this message. Every click, every act of sharing, is another spark in this great fire of light. You are more important than you realize. And together we can illuminate the path to a more conscious world.